Good afternoon, Pokesports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video. Bringing you an Electivire team. Now, we faced Electivire. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was a couple of, I want to say days or weeks ago on the ladder. It wasn't this exact team, but it got me thinking, oh yeah, Electivire is a Pokemon that I haven't used yet in Series 12. So we went ahead and found ourselves an Electivire team. Now, this team is from Barrett C9. We'll link their Twitch channel down below in the description. They do stream VGC content, if you couldn't tell. So thank you so much for making this team public. I'm super excited to try out Electivire because there's a lot of fun strats that we can do here. Now, if it's not obvious at first glance, Electivire does have Motor Drive, which means you get a boost in speed if you are smacked by an electric move. So we can use Rotom with the Choice Scarf and the Discharge to just constantly give ourselves speed boosts on the Electivire side of the field. And this is actually a mixed Electivire with Weather Ball on a rain team, so we do have access to things like Geyser, which is really cool for, you know, a Dynamax Electivire. The Electivire is also rocking the Assault Vest, so we're not gonna have a Protect there. In the space of the Protect, we do have the Weather Ball. The rest of the moves are pretty self-explanatory. We have Darkest Lariat for Calyrex Shadows. We have Stomping Tantrum for the special defense boost, and we actually have Thunder. Yes, we're mostly special on this set. We have Thunder for our Electric Stab, and Thunder giving the 100% accuracy in the rain does have nice synergy in that respect as well. Now we have the Lunala on this team. The Lunala can function as it's not actually a Trickery Lunala, it's actually a very speedy Lunala with Meteor Beam and Psy Shock, so it does actually have a psychic move on this Lunala, which is going to be interesting. This team at its core is a Tailwind team, right? The Tailwind team, it's meant to go fast, it's meant to hit hard, it's meant to end the game in like 4 turns. So let's see if we can do that in today's video. If you guys are excited to see Electivire here on the channel, go ahead, hit the like button down below, and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's get on to today's battles. That's a Volcarona and a P2 and an Aegislash. That's actually a PC, not a P2. Okay. Also, Zekrom. A lot of things happening on this screen right now. Interesting. Tailwind goes super nuts here. Also, just like a Rotom plus Electivire combination goes pretty nuts here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take it. The only unfortunate thing I do see with that is that they do have a Landorus. But we do have an Ogre to help deal with that Landorus. We do have an Instant as a nice switch in for that Landorus. But I think the Lunala actually might be a pretty decent option for us here. Hear me out, though. What stops me from just doing this? I'm going to bring Electivire to this battle. But, like, what stops me from just doing Whim, Ogre, Rotom, Electivire? Like, Whim, Ogre, Tailwind plus Water Spout is kind of disgusting here, since they have no way of really stopping me, except for maybe the Zekrom. But then I can always swap in the Electivire, so I think I'm okay there, right? I think this is a pretty good way to start the day, if you know what I mean. I think this is pretty nice. I think we have a lot of options here, for sure. It's not like we are pushed with our backs against the wall. Of course, Dorvel is running a very interesting team, right? It's definitely not the most common thing in the world. Zacian Volcarona is going to be their lead of choice. You know what this tells me is don't Dynamax and click Water Spout and Prosper. Like, what do they do realistically right now? What does this lead do? Nothing. This is just Ogre. This is just Ogre all the way. Now, of course, they're gonna have to hard swap something out. They're not gonna keep both of these in, but whatever's coming in is taking max damage Ogre Water Spout, so I'm totally cool with that. So just go for the Tailwind, keep it nice and simple, nice and dumb, and see where we go from here with the Whim Ogre lead. Such a disgusting Pokemon, man. Ogre's a real problem, right? Ogre is a real problem. It's going to be a real problem every single game that it's ever in for the rest of history, because weather is so strong, and it being on 2 restricteds makes it even stronger. Now, I really want some restricted to have you Dynamax and you Bug. If this is AV, then it probably lives. Otherwise, absolutely not. Right? 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 I hope so. Well, we got Tailwind up for what it's worth. Damage? It lives at 1, but we one-shot a Zacian. It's sashed. Well, I guess that's one way to survive. Well then, okay. Airstream now. We're still in Tailwind. Unfortunately, my Ogre is going to take a lot of chip damage from that Airstream, but we can just switch over to Origin Pulse. It's not that big of a deal. I'm actually going to make an interesting play here. I'm going to make an interesting play. I'm going to bait the Scarf just in case it makes them think that I'm Scarfed later. And then smack him with the Protect later down the line. I kind of want to hard swap this Ogre out. Into the Zekrom they go. Yeah, now I'm definitely going to hard swap the Ogre out, and I'm going to go hard into the Motor Drive guy. Bring the Electivire on the field, folks. It's time. It's time to show them my... What even is Electivire? What kind of animal is Electivire? Electric Monkey? I guess. Electric Monkey plus Moonblast on Volcarona. Just going to eliminate their Dynamax from the game. That's all I want to do. Pop it. Get rid of it. Don't want to look at it again. And we have yet to Dynamax also. If we can go the whole game without Dynamaxing, I'll do it. Save us the animation time, right? Anyway, Big Bug defeated. Now, will we see the electric move into the Motor Drive is the question. Thank you. Oh, Terravolt ignores it. That's right. Oh, Zekrom hard counters Electivire, huh? Oh, that's right. Terravolt. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, you got me. Fair. You did it. Bring out the Landy now. Here's the thing is, Landorus can't Dynamax, so if it's gonna hit something, it's gonna hit its ally too. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Electivire is gonna do much for us here. I have an idea. I have a big idea. We're gonna Helping Hand boost the Max Geyser into the Landorus. Oh my goodness, this is gonna make the whole video. If you guys haven't hit the like button yet, do it, because I've earned it after this one. I'm hitting a Landorus with Max Geyser to eliminate it from the game. Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be wonderful. They're gonna be they're gonna forfeit. This is Helping Hand boost my big electric monkey, followed by the Max Geyser. Sayonara, bud. Dynamax is dumb, dude. All that's left is a Zekrom that can only click Fusion Bolt, apparently. And I got a whole Whim on the field, not caring. Followed by the big old Max Quake into the Zekrom. Let's smack him with a Charm just to eliminate all hope possible. And let's call that a victory, folks. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I actually got to use Max Geyser. That is honestly wild. Max Quake now into the Electivire, the Zekrom spot. Oh. Oh, we were intimidated. Okay, so I guess I should stick to special moves. I got a little cocky there. I don't think it'll matter in the end game. Yeah, they switched to Dragon Claw. We're still gonna hang in. Thanks to the charm, we're still gonna hang in here. All right, I guess we switch to, I guess Max Strike, right? It's in the rain, it's special. And I don't know if we have to Tailwind. I'm gonna assume that we do, because I'm not max speed Electivire here, I don't think. Another Tailwind. Kudos to my opponent for not forfeiting, by the way. Let's do the other Max Geyser. It's my best option after the Intimidate, I believe. Still chipping this thing. Actually, I should have just Moonblasted. What am I doing? Now I'm BMing by accident. They do take out my Electivire, unfortunately. But hey, now that this means we get to bring in our... What else did we bring? We brought the Rotom? Yeah, I think we brought the Rotom here. Rain's gonna stop. Let's bring out the Rotom. Show it to our opponent. Be like, hey, look. We got a lawnmower. And let's just smack this Zekrom with the Moonblast and call it a day. What a battle. Very aggressive game here, right? It's very hyper offensive, very terrifying, very quick. Zekrom is remaining at 1 HP. It has 3 Pokemon to burn through. Don't think it's going to do it. The Zekrom will lose this turn no matter what to Life Orb. So unless Zekrom has some magical moves that can knock out 3 Pokemon at once, this game is ours. Volt Switch now is actually going to finish off the Zekrom. The quad resisted Volt Switch is going to finish off the Zekrom. Honestly, man, this team's kicking butt so far. I mean, hopefully it could do that for the rest of today's battles, but for now it's kicking a lot of butt, which is good news. facing off against Pikachu. Why is it the literal worst thing I could possibly have for an Electivire, what I'm seeing right now? Why is that the one thing? Now, they do have Tailwind on their side of the field. They also do have redirection with the Indeedor, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think my only option, at least for now, is going to be maybe a Whim. Yeah, maybe bring my Whim Ogre right away, right? Because nothing on their team really wants to deal with Whim Ogre. Yeah, nothing at all. We could really put a lot of pressure here with Whim Ogre. Lunala is an option. It's just an unfortunate thing that they have a Calyrex Shadow, because Lunala doesn't really want to deal with the Calyrex Shadow. I think, honestly, Incineroar plus Electivire is going to be my last two. The Electivire, because it's the Electivire video, I'm just going to try to have to ignore that Pikachu or eliminate it from the game as soon as possible so that the late game Electivire can do late game Electivire things. We're not going to be able to see the strategy today with the whole motor drive thing, unfortunately, but we might actually be able to get some pretty nice switch-ins to the G-Max Volt Crash, right? We could always just get that motor drive going on the Electivire and be A-okay. Just completely mitigate that whole, yeah, they're going to lead with Pikachu and Talonflame here, actually. So, this is interesting because we're going to match their Tailwind, which means we will get at least one hit off on this Pikachu. How fast is Pikachu? Does Pikachu outspeed? Probably, right? Pikachu is like relatively fast. Pikachu is base 90, and I think Ogre is also like base 90-ish, or is it base 80? It's a speed type, baby. Oh my goodness, hold on. This is gonna get... how spicy are we gonna get turn 1? How spicy are we getting turn 1? We are max speed timid. Are we gonna do it? Listen, you only live once, right? You only live once. And we go big or we go home. We are speed tying, baby. Let's see who wins the speed tie. Drop my controller. We missed how many what was it? What was the video where we missed like 290% accurate moves in a row? I think it was like the Chinchino video. Listen, our luck has to come back to us eventually. Maybe it'll be this time. We did win the Dynamax speed tie, if there is a Dynamax speed tie, which there was. Okay. Now, the unfortunate thing is the Dynamax speed tie doesn't actually matter, because a second roll for speed priority happens the turn after the Dynamax happens. I guess Dynamax is considered turn 0, and then turn 1 gets another different roll priority. Let's see. Do we get it? They get the Tailwind. It's fine, because we also have the Tailwind priority, so it's no big deal. We're going to be matching. Oh, this is so spicy. I'm so nervous. Come on. I really need you to pull through here, Ogre. No! We're going to live, though. So we will eliminate Raichu at the very least. The Paras suck. Not going to lie. Come on. Okay, we do connect, so we do eliminate the Raichu. At the very least, right? Ugh. That sucks, though. The losing speed tie turn 1 really does suck. And you know it was a speed tie because we Dynamaxed first. Why did that P sound like it was deflating just now? Okay. That could have gone better, not gonna lie. It is what it is, though. Now, they're definitely gonna be going for an I think we could take an Astral into the Ogre. I think they're definitely gonna be going for the Brave Bird into the Raichu spot. Raichu, where's Raichu? Into the Whimsy spot. So I think what I'm doing is just I'm going to go hard into Incin. It'll weaken the Talonflame, and it's a pretty nice switch into the Calyrex, right? And I think my only option here is to actually go for the Max Hailstorm. It'll break the potential Sash. Yeah, I don't think Calyrex defeats me. I don't think Calyrex one-shots me. I think they have to double in to the Ogre in order to have a chance here of knocking out the Ogre. But the Intimidate should help that. At least a little bit. Now, this could be Life Orb. This could be Specs. I'm hoping it's not. I am also changing the weather on me. They do go into the Ogre, though. Okay, so that does mean that, unfortunately, the Astral Barrage will finish this off. It thankfully still doesn't matter on our Ensign or for our Ensign. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to break Sash though. Yeah, I'm going to Electivire. I'm going to have to hope that the Assault Vest can help me, right? The Assault Vest really needs to help me out here. Oh, that speed tie is so unfortunate. Do you guys understand how good of a position we would have been in if we just won that speed tie? Oh, well. Oh, I'm going to go for the Burning Jealousy just to break any potential Sashes. I mean, I guess it doesn't actually... I don't actually have to go for Burning Jealousy, but... I guess it is still my best play. It chips both of them. Followed by the Darkest Lariat into the Cali spot. Alright, let's see how this turn plays out. They do go for the Astral Barrage. I'm pretty sure I can maybe live this with the Electivire. Believe in the Assault Vest? I do believe in the Assault Vest. Nice. Now, I doubt that the Brave Bird can knock out the Electivire. No, they went for the instant anyway. Is that a crit? Why was that so much more damage than I was expecting? Anyway, Darkest Lariat. Please don't be sashed. It is sashed, unfortunately. It's fine. The Burning Jealousy will finish off here. But I'm still left with what their last is. I still have to deal with what their last is, unfortunately. And I didn't receive any motor drive, so I do believe that the Electivire is actually slower than an Ogre if the Ogre is also in Tailwind. What's their last? Yeah, it is an Ogre. Electivire. Oh no, we're 95. We're fine. Oh, we're so fine. Perfect. Actually wonderful. I'm gonna go into Ogre. I'm not Ogre. Whim. Tailwind. How many turns? One more turn of their Tailwind. So I gotta knock out the Talonflame this turn. No, because then I don't win. I'm pretty sure they protect Ogre unless they're Scarfed here. If they're Scarfed here, then I'm just screwed. I guess our best option is to still go into Ogre. We'll see if they're Scarfed or not. Straight up Brave Bird. They don't go for the Protect here. I should eat that up. Beautiful. Do we outspeed Ogre? Please, we really need to. No! Oh my god. Whack. Absolute garbage. I'm just missing speeds. Oh, I'm probably not max speed here. I should be fast enough to outspeed Ogre though, no? Oh, that's sad. That's just game then. That's just absolute game. Unless they are Scarfed. No, because then... this is weird. Hold on, let me check my Electivire speed. Now I'm having a hard time believing that this just happened to me. Unless I'm missing something here. What is the Electivire speed? 150. We are not max speed, that's why. Oh, I do think that we do need a little bit more speed there to outspeed Ogre, though. I need to outspeed a timid Ogre at the very least. Okay, well, that's GG. There's nothing that we can really do here. Kudos to my opponent. They played well. What can I say? They played really well. They're gonna go for the quick card. I mean, that's just unnecessary. just attack me. Quick card is gonna block my fake out. Ogre will pick up this victory. Whimsicott is paralyzed anyway, just in case we couldn't get any unluckier in this battle. And unfortunately, Ogre is gonna finish off the game. My double electric types couldn't stop an Ogre, guys. GG's to my opponent. It was a very fun game, very close game. Unfortunately, Electivire wasn't fast enough to smack the Ogre. GG's, Spadwin. Was it Spadwin? Yes, it was. Definitely Spad1. Necrozma Dawnwings is not a Pokemon we get to see every single day. Oh, that's interesting. This looks like kind of a pseudo Trick Room team, but not really like super, you know, reliant on the Trick Room, which is really interesting. I do see a lot of electric weaknesses, so I'm going to try to take advantage of that as much as I can. Yeah, we just do Rotom and Electivire here, I think. I think that wouldn't be the end of the world. I think that would be pretty good. Actually, if they do lead with the... If they do lead with the Mimikyu, I want to try to prevent Trick Room as much as possible. Maybe I should hold off on the Rotom. Or maybe I should hold off on the Electivire. Let's go Rotom Lunala. Then we could Volt Switch out and do some pretty fun things. Bring in the Electivire. We don't actually need the Whimsicott here because their whole team is very slow. So I think instead we're better off just bringing Ogre. Our second restricted. We won't bring Whimsicott here. Our goal has to be to prevent Trick Room at all costs. And thankfully with Moongeist Beam, we can do exactly that. Right? We ignore the disguise on the Whimsicott, Mimikyu. That's the one with disguise. We ignore that, and then just one-shot it with the Lunala Moongeist Beam. Sounds pretty good. Good for me. They go with the Mimikyu and Necrozma lead. This still does cause problems, but I think this is Power Herb things. Hopefully it is. I'm going to trick my Choice Scarf onto the Necrozma, and I'm just going to go for the Moongeist Beam into the Mimikyu. Just one-shot the Mimikyu here. Oh. Oh, they're Dynamaxing. Is this like weakness policy proccing and stuff? Listen, this could be really bad. But I should be outspeeding this at the very least. And I'm gonna be taking away its item, whatever it is, and giving it an item that is relatively useless on it, right? Because it just Dynamax, so the Choice Scarf won't be activated, at least for another 3 turns. What do we get? We do take the weakness policy. Good, good, good. At the very least, it can't Shadow Sneak itself. All right, big old Moongeist Beam now into the Mimikyu spot. I'm gonna teach them something a little bit about Moongeist Beam. Easily one-shot the Mimikyu through disguise and all. Nice try, Mimi. Not today, though. No Trick Room for you. They do go for the Max Phantasm, which might knock me out. Which will knock me out. But at least... Oh, it crits me. Okay, that kind of just sucks. Oh, that sucks for us. Oh, well. Meh, it's fine. Let's go into Electivire now. We got a lot of pressure here on the field. We did prevent the Trick Room, but we traded our restricted Pokemon to stop that from happening. But it's okay. The true restricted Pokemon is now in the field with this Electivire. They do send in the Kartana now. It's a good thing we didn't send in Ogre. I think we have to throw everything we have. Yeah, I think I'm just going to discharge here. It's going to break Sash's, break Shadow... Oh, it doesn't have Shadow Shield, right? Nevertheless, I think I'm going to Dynamax, and I think I'm going to Quake the Kartana. It raises my special defense on both sides of the field, and it also is at least neutral onto the Kartana here. Kartana does have very high defense, so I don't expect this to knock out, but it's a Dynamax versus an Undynamax. I expect it to do some damage. Unfortunately, I don't have my Scarf anymore, so I will not be outspeeding the Kartana, so the Kartana will get one hit off before I'm able to do much, and I do have -1 defenses on my Rotom. So if the Kartana... Oh, I still outspeed the Kartana. Why? Slow Tana? Trick Room Tana? What's going on? Iron Ball Tana? That discharge does so much damage. We do get the pair on the Necrozma. I guess I'll take that. The pair plus the Scarf evens out, so that's really awesome. That tricking the Scarf away is actually going to not hurt us that much in the end game. Unfortunately, we aren't able to knock out the Kartana, but we do know that we outspeed next turn. We got another lucky crit. So this turn, we got a para and a crit. We got a para crit. It's a parakeet. They go for the Leaf Blade. Yeah, what? Oh, it was crit for crit, I guess. Their Life Orb too. That was a Life Orb crit. No, I'm gonna lose my big guy. No, that's so dumb. It was a crit for crit though, so it's fair. Okay. Hate it. Hate it a lot. But c'est la vie. I lost my Dynamax in a turn. Ugh. Now it's Rotom-Mow and Ogre versus Necrozma, Dawnwings, and a friend. Their own Ogre. I can Leaf Blade that or Leaf Storm that. And if this is a Trick Room Ogre, then that's going to be a very slow Ogre. So I'm not entirely upset about that. I could also even just like go for Protect Discharge for now, just to try to squeeze in some crits here and there, right? Not crits, Paras, if I can. And I think I can Water Spout, but I should Protect to at least stall out the Dynamax on the Necrozma. So let's do just that. We also get to see if this is Scarfed. If it outspeeds my Rotom, it might be Scarfed. But why would you Scarf it on a Trick Room team? Oh, they also Protect, fair. Fine, I get it. Oh, does that mean that they just didn't even... Okay, I mean, I could still get a parry here, right? I've gotten hacked out this battle, too. It is some more chip damage onto Necrozma. I guess I can't complain about it. Phantasm is going to be into my Rotom, unfortunately, but it is not going to knock me out. This does mean that I pretty much do have to commit myself to knocking out this Ogre with a Leaf Storm, which I think is possible, right? It's not impossible. So let's just do that. Go for the Leaf Storm and go for the Water Spout, I think is the best play. All right, we do outspeed everything because we're not a Trick Room team. We are able to just eliminate the Necrozma from the game. Now we just need this Rotom to connect here onto the Ogre. And now hopefully they went for a Water Spout or something. Oh, we just connect. Nice. We outspeed, we connect. Leaf Storm. Bada bing. Gonna eliminate the Ogre from the game. And we are taking 2 dubs in today's episode. That was a hacks-filled battle. That battle was not close. It was close, but it was hacks-filled on both sides. So welcome to Pokemon, folks. Anyway, let's go ahead and get you guys the rental code. And here you have the rental code for the Electivire team. Now, I do actually think that the Electivire did come in clutch in a lot of different situations. Of course, it is a little bit of a gimmick, but if you can play the team correctly, you do have the answers to a lot of Pokemon and a lot of archetypes. I do feel like if you can make sure that the speed tier is in your favor, the Rotom plus Electivire combination, although not the most consistent combination, does have very good niches and can set you up for a sweep if you can get yourself there, right? The Ogre and the Whimsicott, of course, is a great lead. I'm pretty sure that most people, when they look at this team, they're like, oh, it's Electivire and Rotom. I'm going to expect them to lead. And then you just whip out that Whimsicott and Ogre, and they're just totally unprepared for that. And all you have to do is click Helping Hand or Tailwind and then just smack them with an Ogre Water Spout, and that's pretty much 2 Pokemon dead. So you do have options here, and that's what I like about this team, is that you can trick your opponent. The Lunala also not having Trick Room is really interesting, but having Psyshock, I didn't get to use it today personally, but I can see situations where it can be good. I'm sure that Psyshock in general is very good into a Moongus specifically, because otherwise the team has no way of dealing with the Moongus except for the Incin, which isn't that reliable in general. But overall, this team is so much fun. Thank you so much, BarrettC9, for making this team public and sharing it. I do greatly appreciate it. We'll leave a link to their Twitch channel down below in the description, of course. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. Anyway, I'm Kevin, this is Pokesports. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. And peace out. Bye-bye.